All right. Got one last contender, literary smackdown. In place of a promising career at a fish packing facility in Nanac, Alaska, Frankie Met is the author of APC, the Anarchist Black Book of Poetry, and forthcoming prose novella, The Professional Donor. He's a co-founder of Kleft Jaw Press, a co-star with Bob Odenkirk on Better Call Saul. Okay, that's a slight exaggeration, but he's featured extra standing on the show. Also, he smokes hella weed, which means that he should probably buy haiku. Frankie has been published in numerous online print journals, including Kerouac's Dog Magazine, Unlikely Stories, Carcinogenic Poetry, Vero Gray Press. Can you tell that I had a couple drinks? Alt Poetics, Underground Voices, and Drunk Monkeys, among others. So we got another, double player. So please welcome Frankie Met. And
Double player.
Yep.
Double player.
Double play.
I have to apologize in advance. I'm super nervous and I forgot to put on deodorant. So if I offend you with the smell, just wait till you hear the writing. So. My name is Frankie Metro. I'm actually the co-founder of Kleft Jaw Press. We started back in November of 2011, and we've been going strong for like 3 years now. We've got 12 print journals, 8 online issues. We're going to keep pushing it, so I appreciate you guys coming out first and foremost. I was going to start off, most of the time you start off like when you want to tell us something about yourself, you start from the beginning or whatever. I'm going to actually deviate from that plan tonight. I want to read like the last poem in my book, APC from Kleft Jaw Press. I publish my own books, I don't care. This one's called Is an Explanation Really Even Necessary at this point? In the layered death of Archie P. Kane's legacy are the unused prototypes of method robot actors like the Scottish rogue with a crude country western accent, the oblivious Romanian psychic who doubles as a caretaker for retired clergy and nuns of the Catholic faith, the careless Armenian painter whose arms were lost in the war, and the Nova Scotian whaler lost in the Bermuda Triangle. When the temple of disenfranchised Hollywood novices closed its doors, the only known light of the acting guild's mainframe was a toenail belonging to Archie P. Kane's long-expired protege. In place of scripture was the butchering of dichotomy and language. In place of awakening was the nursing false assurance of right and or square. In place of banners and grandiose silhouettes were bald men and faulty androids making art with anything but their hands. In place of open-minded exploration were the murky depths of limbo, insurrection, and unsanctioned drudgery. Researchers of tomorrow will mistake this plot for something much easier to explain, like Paleolithic remains or crude oil long speculated all but depleted. But the very fabric of the desperate universe will continue to weigh in disproportion to the actors, and the actors will stay asleep, and the robots will stay blueprints, and you and I will keep chasing this gilded, mistaken method. We'll keep building our houses on the ruins of one Archie P. Kane and those who came to follow in his giant footsteps. So recently, I was working for a insurance company. And this one's called Hell for Insurance Reps versus Hell for Grocery Clerks. Mistakenly cast to a hell for insurance reps where lines are never ending and plenty of baggage on hand, the absolutist fantasy leads head on to a standstill pace with everyone holding on for a godsend or spill that costs just as much as CPAP machines, diabetic testing strips, or other forms of durable medical equipment, big DME. He mistakes idle trash for exotic birds with names he can't pronounce, the sound of kid fights with old arguments between adopted parental figures. He lives in a model house of blind luck, sensitivity training, and heightened sixth sense, whose presence is attributed to hearing loss and basic stubbornness. An idiot with this illuminated demeanor and simple mistakes being what they are, it's safe to assume his sign was Aries before all the confusion. He has this new appreciation for handling ultimatums as leader,